T-Man again, bringing you guys another video. This one will be doing another video. I am joined today by my son, Vicious Vincent, over here, bringing you guys my Survivor Series 2015 review. That's right, guys, I am back again, and the reason why my hiatus, those of you who watch my videos know, is because I do have my 2-year-old son, and I decided just to start doing the videos with my son in the background. So guys, let's get right to it. Last night was the 2015 Survivor Series, and basically I just want to go over the main event, the World Heavyweight Title Tournament, and my thoughts on it, because those of you who are invested in WWE and do like my channel and curious about my thoughts of what they did with this World Heavyweight Tournament, you know what, I'll be honest with you guys. Before this tournament, I wasn't watching Raw that often. I haven't missed a pay-per-view. I still keep up with the current events. And the reason why, because I felt like I needed a break from WWE. And because I felt like too many times I was getting mad because WWE wasn't doing what I would do. And because I do feel like my storylines and what I would do are better than what WWE, and I felt like I needed to take a step back in order to just, you know what, just appreciate what they're giving me. It's not going to be what I would do. It's WWE's never going to do the storylines I would like. So I need to just accept the garbage WWE is giving me and just try to just enjoy the in-ring product that these guys are busting their ass to do. The finishes are not going to be the way I want the finishes to be. Okay? But just try to appreciate the work that these guys are putting in. Talking about bad finishes, real quick, I want to talk about, real quick, the finish for SummerSlam. What was it? SummerSlam? No. It was Hell in a Cell with Kane and Seth Rollins. If you guys remember that. Oh, what a horrible finish that was. It was like, I felt like I was watching an episode of Superstars. Like, you know, Seth Rollins was working on Kane, and all of a sudden he just pedigrees him and it's over. No dramatic comeback, no out of nowhere finish from Seth Rollins. It was just a generic pin. And it's relevant what I'm saying, because that's kind of what happened on Survivor Series. I felt like they dropped the ball. I went in the Survivor Series saying it's impossible to screw up, because I thought going into it that they were going to flip either Roman Reigns or Dean Ambrose heel. I thought they're going to flip one of them heel and win the world title, and that was going to be Triple H's main guy. Now, what I would have done, and going into it, I accepted that they're not going to do what I would have done. But you guys tell me below in the comments if my scenario would have been better. Here's how I would have booked last night's Survivor Series. Would have made it the exact same. Roman Reigns, Dean Ambrose in the finals. I would have had those two going into the finals, and I would have had Roman Reigns become a heel. Cheat the win. You know, have the match going for a long time. A long match. I would have had it going a long time. Roman Reigns cheating the win. Maybe Triple H squeezing in the sledgehammer. Him beating Dean Ambrose. Becoming that heel, I think would have really helped out everybody in the company. Would have helped out Roman Reigns, because I think he could really get across his personality more as a heel right now. And maybe like The Rock. I know he's not The Rock. There's only one Rock, but maybe he can get over as a heel. Let all the people get their bad blood out of Roman Reigns. I mean, there's a lot of people that like Roman Reigns as the babyface. A lot of people do. And there's a lot of people that don't like Roman Reigns as the babyface. So just turn him heel. Dean Ambrose, in my opinion, is more favorable as a babyface than Roman. They're both two top babyfaces. So here's how I would have booked it. So Roman wins, right? Dean Ambrose got cheated. Dean Ambrose chasing the title. I would have had Dean Ambrose win the Royal Rumble, the 2016 Royal Rumble, and that would set up Roman Reigns, Dean Ambrose at WrestleMania when Dean Ambrose wins clean. That's how I would have booked it. Then I was thinking, well, you know what? Maybe WWE might give us a curveball. I was thinking maybe they would have Dean Ambrose turn heel. Not what I would have done, but I would have accepted that. That would have been cool. Dean Ambrose would have been turned on his brother Roman Reigns, and he could have been the heel. Then they could have had Roman win the title from Dean at WrestleMania. You know, they could have flipped that and did that. I would have been happy with that. But what they did at Survivor Series, even though I went into the pay-per-view having an open mind saying, you know what, Vince is probably going to give us a shitty finish. And that's exactly what he did. I did not like the fact that they ruined a future rivalry at Mania. Now, forget having Roman Reigns and Dean Ambrose at WrestleMania. That's just not going to happen. I mean, I know there's talks of Roman Reigns versus Brock Lesnar again at WrestleMania, but to me, I would have booked it Roman Dean Ambrose at Mania. But no, you can't do that. Why can't you do that? Because you had Roman Reigns beat Dean Ambrose clean in like 8 minutes. The match was only like 8 minutes. It was a short match. Like, it wasn't no dramatic kick out from Dean Ambrose and this war I was anticipating. And you know what the thing about it was? It's been so long since I've been pumped up for a title match when Dean Ambrose and Roman Reigns stood off, stared at each other in the eye before the ring of the bell. I got excited. I'm like, wow. This is going to be a good match. I mean, this is the closest we're going to get to, like, Austin Rock in the new generation of younger superstars. This is the closest you're going to get to that. You know, just talking about the younger guys speaking. Oh, it was horrible. It was horrible, guys. Roman Reigns beating Dean Ambrose clean was like, oh. I don't mind that Roman Reigns is a champion. Or was a champion for about 10 minutes. We'll get into what happens next after. But I didn't mind that it happened. It's just God. So that brings us into Wrestling 9/11 number 2. Sheamus, the Money in the Bank winner. Well, first of all, Triple H tried to congratulate Roman Reigns, and their WWE sticking to the guns, keeping Roman Reigns babyface. Which I understand. I mean, it's not a horrible move. I mean, what happened next wasn't horrible, okay? I'm not mad about that. I'm more mad about Roman beating Dean clean and keeping the two of them babyface. I'm more mad about that. First of all, I was never, ever happy about Sheamus having the Money in the Bank. To me, Sheamus is not getting over, okay? It just proves that Triple H and Vince... Sheamus has always been, since the moment he became a member of the WWE back, I forgot when he was a member, 2008, 7? I forgot when Sheamus joined. He has always been pushed as a top star in WWE. I mean, yes, he's had some slow moments here and there, but in my opinion, he doesn't connect. You know, to me, he's just a mid-tier heel. You know, he's not your number one heel in the company. You know, he's not even your second number one heel in the company. He's not even your third major heel in the company. And I feel like he doesn't connect with me as a heel. I love good heels. I love the bad guys. Okay, guys? I love the heels. I mean, obviously, Seth Rollins was... I loved him as a heel. You love to hate Seth Rollins, and that's what you want out of your heel heavyweight champion. You want to hate him. You want to see him lose. And yeah, you want to see Sheamus lose too, but he's just not good. He's like, oh, he's a goof. He's Sheamus. That guy's he doesn't get over. To me, there's so many other guys you could have as your heel champion right now, while Seth Rollins is out. I mean, you could have had Rusev, even though I know he has an injury or whatever. Kevin Owens is another guy who's more over as a heel. And how about this one? Instead of having Sheamus winning the Money in the Bank way back when, I know there was a lot of people protesting for, what's his name? The Eater of Worlds, Bray Wyatt. My personal favorite guy. I would have liked to see him win the Money in the Bank way back when. And think about how cool that would have been. What if Bray Wyatt would have won the Money in the Bank instead of the goofball Sheamus? And then you could have had Bray Wyatt cash in. If you were going to do the stupid cash in at Survivor Series, could have Bray Wyatt did it. Then you have a cool heel, as a champion, and then maybe set up Bray Wyatt versus Roman Reigns. WWE needs to start. I mean, at WrestleMania and other pay-per-views throughout the year, they depend on their veterans, their old-timers, the main superstars like your Brock Lesnar's, your Undertakers, um, all those type of guys. They depend on those guys to really sell WrestleMania, and Triple H, and Sting and all these other. They depend on these names from the past to really sell the pay-per-views. This was a way for them here on Survivor Series and going into WrestleMania to really set up a WrestleMania main event with their new blood. They could have did Dean and Roman would have been my number one pick. Two, they could have had Bray Wyatt win that Money in the Bank a few months ago, and could have set it up to have Bray Wyatt versus Roman, or Bray Wyatt versus Dean, or something along those lines. I know we just got into that very long storyline with Bray Wyatt and Roman. So maybe that wasn't the way to go. But I mean, maybe it was. I mean, maybe if Bray Wyatt was the champ, was the Money in the Bank, and he cashed in last night, maybe that would have made that whole long drawn out storyline, which I thought was drawn out between Bray and Roman. Maybe that would have paid it off, because then you would have had Bray Wyatt actually winning that rivalry after all. There's just so many ways they could have did that, but Sheamus, he just doesn't get over to me as the number one top heel in the company. But on the bright side, it's not the worst thing WWE could do, because now I don't think nobody wants to see Sheamus as a champion. So even though he's not even your top 3 heels in the company, everybody's going to want to see Sheamus lose. So I guess in a way that's cool, and I guess it gets more people behind Roman, because obviously now Roman Reigns is going to be chasing Sheamus for the World Heavyweight title, which I like. I like seeing the heels as champion, and I like seeing the babyfaces chase the title. I mean, I'm old school. I like that. I like seeing the babyface chase the world title. I like that. So I mean, it's not the worst decision WWE made. I think it was like, if they weren't going to turn Roman heel or Dean heel, I mean, I guess that's option C. Vince McMahon always chooses the least favorable option, in my opinion. But then again, I'm not writing, and that's what I need to try. I need to try to accept is they're not going to do what I think is the coolest thing to do. Vince is going to do what he thinks people want to see. I mean, let me know in the comments, guys. Do you guys really like the fact that Sheamus cashed in, and do you like the fact that Sheamus is the Money in the Bank? Did you like the fact that he cashed in last night? Or would you like to see my option, where Roman would have turned on his brother, his Shield brother, and joined the Authority, did the unthinkable, turned on Dean Ambrose, set up Dean Ambrose winning the Royal Rumble, and seeing Dean Ambrose getting revenge, winning the World Heavyweight title against Roman Reigns as a babyface at WrestleMania. Let the fans get all the hate or whatever out of Roman Reigns. Let Roman Reigns get some. Let him get comfortable on the mic. As a heel, you can't do any wrong as a heel. You can't do any wrong. Let him get over as a heel. So what scenario would you have liked to see at Survivor Series? Please let me know. I am back. Forgive me for background noises now in my videos, because if you guys want to see my videos, I'm going to have to do it with my son, my 2-year-old son, in the background, sometimes popping his head in there with cartoons in the background. Before, I always try to do it when it was peace and quiet. I accept the fact now that I have to do it with the background noise and my son every now and then popping his head. So, okay guys, like, subscribe, please subscribe and share this video. I am back, and I'm going to be pumping videos out as much as I can. So, at least once a week. I'm going to try a lot more than that. So, until the next video, see you next time, guys.